Guys, 2 weeks in a row, 343 has actually done 2 rotational playlists in 2 weeks. This is not a drill. Halo Infinite might actually be a live service game now. I know we're getting a new playlist next week as well, and this week, 343 has introduced the Team Survivors social playlist. It was ranked, but it may very well be one of my favorite playlists. Something about the one life, multiple rounds, and the power weapons respawn at the start of every round I love so much. Being that last player and you take out the entire enemy team, I absolutely love it. The only downside was I probably only matched 20 unique players over the whole day. I really struggled to get games. Thankfully, once we had 8 people, we kept on matching the same people, but boy did I have trouble finding games today. It honestly seems like I'm region locked because I cannot match any Americans. It usually says my estimated wait time is 50 seconds, but then the skill-based matchmaking restricts me from actually matching anyone. So I really hope 343 looks at that. As for the playlist, it very well may be the game mode I'm best at in Halo. Back when I used to play Halo 5, and there was a ranked elimination playlist, I got Champ 1 in it, and there's just something about it that fits my playstyle really well. There's 3 different game modes. You can have straight up elimination, first to 5 rounds wins, you have 1 life. Then there's attrition, which you guys know, you can revive your teammates and bring players back. And then finally there's dodgeball. And dodgeball, you kill an enemy, you get a life, and the enemy team loses a life. So it's kind of like a tug of war, and I really like that game mode too. If you're the final player alive in dodgeball and you get a couple kills, you can bring your team back into it. The most exciting thing is 343 is actually doing rotating playlists and new content every week for Halo Infinite now, which is exactly what we've needed. I know some people don't like rotating playlists, but for people who live in low population areas, it gives them something different to play every single week because it's very hard to find games otherwise. Next week is Team Skirmish, which I think is a whole bunch of team objective modes, or at least that's what it was back on Halo 3. The only difference between that and quick play is you can get Slayer based modes in quick play. Another thing I've noticed is the new maps are weighted very heavily, so you're going to be playing the new maps quite a lot. There is Streets, Aquarius, and Live Fire as well, but Detachment and Argyle is what you're going to be playing probably 75% of the time. My only feedback to 343 would be this is good for say the first month or so, but it really needs to be adjusted past that, because I know even for Big Team Battle, people don't like Breaker, the Big Team Battle map that came out in Season 2, and that came up so often. I would just see so many people quitting the game because they don't want to play that map. The last thing I've noticed today, which actually grabbed my attention a lot, and I'll put it up on screen, is 343 is actually putting more effort into the posts for the shop bundles. And it's a very small thing, but in between doing more effort for the playlists, more effort for the video content, more rotating playlists, Forge content, and even updating the recommended maps made by the community every week, those small things go a really long way into the overall ecosystem of the game. So props to 343 for that. It is something that's been very lacking, and it makes me very happy to see they're doing that now. With all of that said, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you have enjoyed the highlights that I've been playing in the background of this video, because I was going on an absolute tear when I was playing earlier today. I would highly recommend jumping on to play the Team Survivors playlist, at least for a couple games, and see how you like it. I'll have a new Forge video out tomorrow. Hang 'em High was released. Turf from Halo 2 was released, as well as an amazing BTB remake you're not going to want to miss. But for now, thank you all for watching, hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.